You're listening to the Live Free podcast. I'm your host, Christine, certified life coach, pain to power mentor, and creator of Embody You Mindset Mastery School. I'm here today to discuss living life after disease, disaster, or adversity, to discuss living life fully once again, a life of hope, peace, and resiliency, a life fully embodied. I utilize the lessons that I learned going through not one, but two primary cancers. I'm here today to guide you to the life of your dreams, turn your pain into power, and lead you back to yourself. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Live Free podcast. Today I am forwarding one of my episodes from my Instagram profile from a series that I do periodically called The Riff. And what it is, it's just kind of where I'm riffing on something that is going on in my life that is inspiring or difficult, or something that I think I can offer you for advice or whatever is going on. And so I post these periodically. They are on my Instagram profile. It's the only place that you'll find them, at live.free.wellness. But this one was good, and it was a little longer than my riffs usually are. So I just wanted to add it to the podcast because, I mean, hey, like, good info is good info. Like, why does it have to be separate, whether it's on Instagram or podcasting or whatever it is? And yeah, it's just a little bit of an insight into kind of what I like to do to transmute my chaos and help it to feel a little more still in my life. So I hope you enjoy and that it is helpful to you. And yeah, have a beautiful day. Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Riff. When I come on in moments of inspiration, sadness, whatever's going on, and just kind of let you know, give you a little bit of an insight into what is going on and how you can improve it in yours. So today I want to talk a little bit about when life feels out of control. And for a lot of people, life feels out of control right now, and with the holidays coming and with everything that is going on in everybody's lives, with sicknesses and with not feeling well, and maybe you've got family members struggling right now. It's just one of those times where life can feel pretty chaotic. And so for myself, I know that I feel really chaotic right now. I've got a lot going on in my life, good, bad, who knows, a little bit of everything. And so I wanted to come on and just talk a little bit about how I help to balance that chaos. So the first thing is acceptance. Acceptance sounds so simple, and it sounds so basic, but acceptance is the number one way to remove ourselves from pain, because pain is brought on by craving a different version of what we thought life should look like. So we thought life should look like X, and we got Y. And so this craving of what would be so much better is where we really get mucked up. And so if you can accept what's going on for you, what's going on in your life, then that acceptance is a non-judgment of what Y looks like. So you wanted X, you got Y. And that acceptance of what is opens you up for the ability to have things in your life unfold. And so what do I mean by that? What I mean is that, say you were just plunking along and you wanted your health to be really good, and then suddenly you were diagnosed with cancer. It's the craving of wanting that health and wanting your body to be at ease and wanting to feel good. It's that craving that causes you the pain. Whereas if you accepted that at this current time your body is in ill health and that life is for you, not to you, you have an ability to see the gift on the other side. And so I'll illustrate that with the wolf, the flock, and the farmer. So you've got a farmer with a flock of sheep and a wolf who comes upon the flock of sheep. So for the farmer, it's the worst day he's ever had because his flock of sheep is now dead. For the wolf and the wolf's cubs, it's the best day that they ever had. And so it's in the perspective of the person that is in ill health that says my flock of sheep is now dead. Whereas on the other side, there could be, say, a doctor that's benefiting from having another patient come in and it's the best day he's ever had. Now I know that sounds crass, but my point is that there is a possibility that this craving of what is on the other side, there may be a blessing that you're missing because you're so preoccupied with needing this to be the way that you planned it in your head that you miss all the little blessings. So now because you have no more flock of sheep, because the wolf and the cubs are fed, now you have the opportunity to travel the world, say, because you don't have to take care of this flock of sheep anymore. Whatever that is for you, just understand that on the other side of all this chaos that you're fighting against, this feeling of I don't want this, that is what's causing you the pain. It's not just the thing. The fact of the matter is that if you're in poor health, the fact is that you're currently in poor health. What you tell yourself is that God hates you, that, you must have done something bad in order to get this poor karma, that everything bad happens to you, that this is unfair, that, you're not able to live the life that you were supposed to live, that you might die, all these sorts of things. None of that's the fact. The fact is that you are currently in poor health and that you can make choices to get to the other side of that. You can make decisions to make yourself healthy again. And you can come to the other side of that journey and you can blossom in a way that will just change your goddamn life. But because you are so stuck in this story that you've been telling yourself, you miss all the little blessings. You miss the fact that because this flock of sheep is now gone, that now you can till that land and it can become a beautiful garden because you were so stuck in the fact that this bad thing happened to you. And I get it. I don't want discomfort to happen to you. I don't want discomfort to happen to me. Nobody likes discomfort. I understand that. Lately, life has felt like this banging door for me. Like, no, I just can't get peace. And you think things are a little better and then bam, something else happens and you're just like, what in the actual F is going on? And I understand. But if we can get to this place of good, bad, who knows? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Who knows? But allow the blessing to be visible to us, then there's a blessing there. But if you're so hyper-focused on how bad this is, you will walk right past the blessing. And that is a guarantee. And I don't want that for you. And so that's why I wanted to jump on here and just give you a little bit of a riff, a little bit of an idea into my life and everything that's going on with me. And maybe you're feeling this chaos right before the holidays. And so I implore you and I beg you to try to find some acceptance in what is. Try to get real on the fact and not so much on the story. The fact of the matter is that life feels a little chaotic right now. The fact of the matter is that you don't have enough money for your Christmas presents right now. The fact of the matter is that you don't have the health that you'd like to have right now. There is a fact, but all of this other stuff that really, really, really keeps us in this loop of pain that we create so that we can understand why this bad thing happened to us, right? We want to understand, so we project outside of ourselves. It's because so-and-so did this, and it's because, I wasn't a good and faithful servant to God. Whatever it is that you created this story to try to project outside of yourself, what if it has nothing to do with them? And what if it has nothing to do with you? What if it is instead just a blessing? A blessing that comes in a package that you don't really like. And I get that. But a blessing that is in this dirty, rotten, awful package, that underneath it all is this wonderful, amazing thing that is going to serve you. And it doesn't feel that way. But what if you could open that gift and find that thing? And so during this holiday season, when life feels out of control, when life is changing for you and everything feels awful, accept. And all the more reason to really enjoy your family during this season. All the more reason to sing the corny Christmas carol. You may be feeling chaos and so Christmas music feels awful to you because you have no interest in hearing it, because they're happy and you're not, because bad things are happening to you, not to them. So how dare they play that Christmas music? You don't get to be happy because these awful things are happening to you. Instead, I invite you to fully embody and fully enjoy that Christmas music. Because you know how they say life's a bitch and then you die, like this is an awful thing, but people say it all the time. And maybe that's true, but that gives you all the more reason to enjoy every single aspect of life. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. And just fully allow that in, because evidently life is short, and evidently life is you're coasting along and everything seems good, and then all of a sudden, bam, and you did not see that coming. All the more reason to accept and enjoy everything to the absolute fullest when you have it. And when you don't have it, accept that it's here. It's a fact. You can't run from it. It is what it is. Telling yourself stories is going to continue to cause that pain. And again, there's going to be a place again where you can coast. When life gets good again. And then when that comes, damn rights are you going to fully enjoy the shit out of that, because things are going to be good again. And both can be true. You can find joy in pain, and you can find joy afterwards. And it is the polarity, it is the contrast of those things that creates life. So I think I'll leave you here. All my love to you in your moments of chaos. And if you're feeling pain right now, know that I'm with you. I know what that feels like. I feel pain right now. I've got family members sick, and it just breaks my heart. But that's okay. Not because I'm not feeling it, but because it's all okay. The experience is okay. Life is for us, not to us. And I want that for you too. So all my love. Have a beautiful day. And if you're in Saskatchewan, don't drive. It's really stormy. Okay. All right. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. If you found expansion with this last episode, then that means that others will too. And the best way to get the word out about the podcast is by leaving a review. I would be so grateful if you could leave me a review and let me know how you felt about the podcast. Included in the show notes will be everything that we talked about today, including all of my transformative programs. Change is just on the horizon, my friends.